Right, ladies and gentlemen, hopefully we are now live on YouTube for a little bit of Arena and Chill, man. Super casual stream today. I need a lot more T4 Basic, man. There are so many rank up and gameplay videos that I want to crack on with. So yeah, I thought we'd do this Arena, and also I need to do like one more objective to, you know, win like 20 fights in order to get one more Epic Rift. So yeah, we're really close to that. So we're going to do the Arena, and then we're going to be back in a little bit after this for 5 Epic Rifts. I think we've got 3 to smash out on Seatin and 2 on Whale Milker. So hopefully today's going to be a really good day. But what is up to Code, Kaylin, Asto, Give Me a Beer, GTW, Emrin, Julian.com, Shahir, Jimmy Johnson, Mohit, Jamal, Waffle, Hoy, Owen, PJ. We've got so many legends in chat. Hope you're all doing well today, lads. How's everybody's week going? Dudes, I'm going to go see Spider-Man tonight. Leaving my place about half five to go pick up the missus. We're going to grab a bit of food and then go see it, man. And I'm very excited. The new Spider-Man movie, I've only heard good things about it so far. So yeah, I'm excited, man. It should be a really good day. And like tomorrow is an amazing day because apparently I'm getting the keys to my house tomorrow, boys. So I'm really excited about that. The whole moving in process. It's going to take a little while, man. It's going to take a little while to set up the studio and get everything sorted. Got a lot of stuff on order. You know, basically getting a house is like a giant puzzle. There's a lot of stuff you got to put together, being, you know, the bed, the furniture, the rooms, decorating everything. So yeah, a lot of stuff, but we're gonna, you know, gradually work on that project over the next month or so, and then hopefully, lads, move out of the old parents' garden, get a little bit of independence. But also tomorrow, we've got the brand new Spider-Man and Mysterio event, so I'm not going to be spending too long in my house before I come over, back over to the parents' garden so that I can do a live stream, and then, you know, stay up till like 2 in the morning making video guides. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man. Hopefully it should be a really good time. And then we got July 4th on Thursday. Friday, I'll probably have a load of videos to do on something, you know, all of the new stuff that's coming. We've also got class trips as well. So, you know, just crazy amount of stuff to crack on with. But I do love a busy week, lads. I do love a busy week. It's always a good time. Oh, and I'm proper excited as well. Is there an event today? Not today. It's going to be tomorrow, dude. So it's tomorrow, 6 PM. There are a couple of things happening today. So the 2 things that are happening today is Nick Fury is getting added into the what is it, the basic pool. So he's going to be in the 4-star crystals, the premiums, the 3 stars, and the 5 stars from just after 6 today. But again, if you're waiting for Nick Fury, you want to wait until, you know, you open the game and see him on the announcement reel there, or, you know, open up a crystal just in terms of the crystal interface and see him in the pool. So yeah, you know, wait till probably about, you know, 6 to 8 hours from now, and he's going to definitely be in those crystals. But that's great news, man, because Nick Fury is a champion of absolutely phenomenal value. So with the introduction of Captain Marvel and Nick Fury, the value of those 5-star basics, man, it's just going up and up and up. And then we've got Nihilus and Human Torch next month, which, you know, they're not too bad to be added into the basic pool. So gonna bring the value a little bit up, I would say. You know, you're not going to be too disappointed getting either one of those champions from a 5-star basic there. Oh, pardon me. Yo, what's up, Adam? Hope you're doing well today, mate. Always nice to see you on the channel. And congratulations, Vishnu, on Cavalier. Seeing finished an initial clear of variant with your guide. Who should I take to rank 4? Sparky, Ghost, or Sentinel? I'd say if you're a very talented Ghost player, Ghost is the best of all of those options to go for. So if I had to pick one champion, I would go for Ghost there. But Starkey, it would probably be the second choice, and then Sentinel. But you've got, you know, a ton of great options there, my dude. So huge congratulations on the 5-star luck. Thank you very much, Shadow. Certainly do appreciate it, mate. Right, let's fire this one off. Oh, dude, I still love Spider-Gwen's new animations. Is it Spider-Gwen that's been added as a 6? No, it's not Spider-Gwen. It's Carnage that's been added as a 6-star. I really hope they add Spider-Gwen, She-Hulk, and Venom as 6-star champions soon, man. Hopefully in the next pool. Because they are, you know, I guess not running out. There's still like a few more rounds of featured 6-star champions to add in, you know, existing champions. But I would like to, I'd like to see Spider-Gwen get added, man. That'd be a really good time. Right. Slash those tentacles, get a bit of degeneration there, but my 5-star Mega Man, I'm really happy you got this lad, but, you know, we're not doing too much of him until we can get him awakened. But when we do, I think he's going to be going straight up to rank 4. Will something bad happen if I recover my masteries? No, nothing bad's gonna happen, dude. As long as you've, if you spent cores to unlock masteries, then those are, like, permanent ones. But you do have to pay, like, the gold and very small unit costs to, you know, unlock certain masteries. And when I say very small unit cost, it's the one that's, like, 1 to 5 units to put a point in. So those ones, you know, are generally fairly cheap. So don't be afraid to respec your masteries if you've got a bit of a shite setup. Thinking about taking on Labyrinth of Legends. Who should I take with Domino? Who do you want to take with Domino? Probably some champions that enhance the crit rate, maybe, or just her base attack. It really doesn't matter, man, as long as you got the Trinity. There's a lot of different routes that you could go down. If you had a Nick Fury is a pretty good option to bring along with the Trinity and Ant-Man or Quake, just so that you can get, you know, the 10% attack and also the buffer of his, like, triple evade for a bit of safety. So there are a few different ways you could build Domino. But it really doesn't matter as long as you've got the kind of core trinity of Massacre and Red Hulk. But I think Massacre is probably the most important out of the two for doing Labyrinth of Legends content. But anybody that's taken Domino to Labyrinth, if you could give my man Adam a little bit of advice in chat, that'd be greatly appreciated, because I haven't done a full run with Domino, so I'm just spitballing there. Should I rank for Domino or Captain America Infinity War? If you have the Trinity, I would go for Domino out of those two ice, because Domino is, she's so good, man. She's so good. Like, easily one of the top 5 champions in the game with full Trinity. And what is up, Toma? Dude, good to see you in chat, mate. Hope you're doing well. Feels like I haven't seen your beautiful face pop in a while, so it's good to see you knocking about on the stream today. Should I awaken 4-star Aegon, Blade, or Star-Lord? If I'd pick one of those champions, Max, I would go for the Aegon, personally. Providing you are a semi-talented player and can keep a combo. So, I mean, with all those awakened abilities, you need to be a semi-talented player. But I'd go for Aegon, dude, because there is a lot you can do, even with a 4-star version of Aegon. So, yeah, if I had to pick one, man, that would be my choice there. What's that? Seeing lad, I thought I'd let you know in advance I'm subbing due to the fact that I've only been subbed because of your parents' garden. It's all good, dude. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much for the support all this time, and I certainly do appreciate it. Hey, Seatin, just completed Act 5, Chapter 3 after watching your videos. Hoping to become Cavalier soon. Keep on cracking out the videos, and congratulations on the 6-star name wall pull. Dude, thank you very much for the kind words there, Ashley. If you've done 5.3, mate, like having recently done both of them, providing you've got a solution and you feel semi-confident dealing with that final Ultron, I'd go for 5.4 ASAP, because 5.4, at least in my opinion, is a little bit less tedious than Act 5 Chapter 3, so as long as you can deal with the final 3 bosses, like, the clearing of it is a lot easier, like, non-boss wise. So yeah, I'd say make the push when you can, Ashley, and thank you also very much for the support, man. You've chucked a crazy amount of super chats my way this year. Thanks, mate. Probably going to wait and see on the July 4th deals to get the units and get it done. Are you going to get all the deals on Thursday? It depends what the deals are, man. You never know, because they've been ramping it up in terms of, you know, the purchase limits and all of that stuff when it comes to July 4th and Cyber Monday. And I think we're going to see slightly higher purchase limits than previous years, just because I think Marvel Contest of Champions for, investment purposes, like to showcase July 4th and Cyber Monday as just days where they can absolutely milk the player base. Because they made, on July 4th, they made 2.75 million in transactions on a single day last year, and then Cyber Monday was just under 3.4 million US dollars in a single day. So yeah, they were balling last year, man, balling. To be able to, you know, on demand, create that amount of money from virtual goods on any particular day is a little bit mad, man, a little bit mad. But I imagine with the the introduction of Cavalier crystals and all these brand new champions. I don't know if anybody, like, you know, many of you pay attention to the big whale rosters and the leaderboard, but there are many people now with 6-star champions that are anywhere between like dupe 100 and 200, and the only way that you're going to get anywhere close to that is if you are literally either the luckiest person alive or spending you know, tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands on these crystals. And there are some players, man, you know, toward the top of that leaderboard that easily are. So it's mad the amount that some of the big old blubbery whales are hammering in. It's a little bit crazy, man, a little bit crazy, but hey, that's mobile Clown Fiesta gaming for you boys, you know, it's just the way it is. If I had to choose between Symbiote Supreme or Killmonger to take to rank 4 and carry through Act 4 and part of Act 5, who would I pick? As a 4-star champion, who would I pick? Dunno, I think Symbiote Supreme overall is the better champion. He does require a little bit of ramp up though, but once you get to that special 3, you know, like instantly win pretty much any matchup that can bleed or has buffs. So yeah, if I had to pick one for the longer term, I'd probably go Symbiote Supreme. But they're both pretty good options. Like Killmonger, especially in Act 4, is going to serve you quite well. And if you're not that, you know, not that skilled in combat yet, then you do have the failsafe of his Special 2 Indestructible, which can be quite nice. So personally, I'd go with the one that you enjoyed the most around that. And also, Nay J, thank you very much for the super chat there. Apologies if I mispronounced your name. I think it might be Nay G or Naji. I'm so sorry if I'm completely saying it incorrectly, but certainly do appreciate the support there, dude. Is Unawakened Havoc good? Unawakened Havoc is great, mate. I have a lot of Unawakened Havoc gameplay on the channel. If you type in 5-star rank for Havoc Seatin, you should be able to see the power of Havoc, even unawakened. And his awakened ability is nice to have. It adds a fair bit more damage to the champion, but it's not needed for Havoc to be really, really good. So if you get him as like a 4-star, 5-star, or 6-star, like he's just already such a great champion. So yeah, I love Havoc, man. I find him such a fun champion to play. I still use him on the regular, along with my Nick Fury for Alliance Quest Map 7. A lot of the diss track nodes and various fights. So yeah, he's great fun, man. Just wondering if I should use my Cosmic Awakening Gem on Hyperion or Corvus. There are a lot of benefits to using them on either champion. This is a question I had yesterday, man, on the tier list. I think it's like the second top comment. Because I got 4 Cosmic Champions, Captain Marvel, Medusa, actually, if I got 5 as well, I think I got Cull Obsidian as well, Captain Marvel, Medusa, Hyperion, Cull Obsidian, Hyperion, I've said Hyperion twice there, but Captain Marvel, Medusa, Cull Obsidian, Corvus Glaive, and Hyperion, is that, did I say it correctly that time? Yeah, they all benefit quite nicely from their awakened abilities, so, you know, it depends which one you want to rank up, what you want to play around with, and what content you're going for as to which one's going to be the most useful, but there's arguments for every single one of those champions' awakened abilities, depending on, you know, what exactly you're after. Ugh, my goodness. Right, let's get a bit of Night Thrasher in here, and the champion as well. Why not, boys? Just a little bit of fun. Hey, what's up, Stanley? Hope you're doing well today. Do we know when the Colossus buff is coming? I think they said it was going to be sometime around August, September. So my prediction is later this month we might see a beta for it, or it's going to be next month. But I would, you know, bet my money on later this month we're going to see the beta for it, and then, you know, anywhere between like 2 weeks to a month, he's probably going to be added in. So yeah, I know they had like some internal playtesting on Colossus, because Kabam Mike posted a video, sorry, not a video, a photo on Twitter of him playing Colossus in Realm of Legends, but you couldn't really like tell anything about what the Colossus buff was going to be from that one. But I'm hoping that there's going to be even more champion buffs coming, because there are so many characters that are falling very, very far behind being just, you know, viable options for a lot of the endgame content. So hopefully they get buffing ASAP, man. Because this this game is becoming champion balance-wise, I think a little bit hectic to manage, just because you have, you know, closing up to 150 different champions in this game. So it's a lot of characters, man. A lot of characters to balance and dedicate some time to. Last offer wasn't that great. Yeah, the last offer, you know, the one that we had yesterday was made to appeal to, you know, top 20 alliances that are pushing for big Alliance Quest prestige. But, dude, I'm in the mood for the 4th of July as well. I'm very excited to see what offers we're going to get. The 4th of July usually does not disappoint, and I'm going to be here on YouTube doing a live reaction and breakdown to the 4th of July deals. So, yeah, I'm really looking forward to that, man. That should be a pretty good time. But I'm hoping for some crazy 6-star stuff, man, so we can just get a massive stack of units and hopefully some 6-star shards as well. But also, I feel like now I've got Namor, like, I really want him awakened, so I think, unless there's like a fully formed 6-star, I'm going to be saving all of my shards for the next 6-star featured crystal, because I think it's going to have, it starts from Ebony Maw, so it's Ebony Maw, and then it's Namor, Invisible Woman, the brand new Spider-Man, Mysterio, and then it's going to be August Champion #1 as well. So I'd say like a good, you know, 4 out of 5 of those so far, looking pretty damn good. So I'm very interested to see what comes in the next feature. It should be a really good time. But yeah, I just want to awaken my Namor, man. That'd be really good. So I think I'm going to save up all of my 6-star shards in order to try and do that, and then funnel everything that I have signature stone wise into Namor. And that way I can hopefully get ahead of the curve when it comes to you know, the 6-star prestige race whenever that does start, which I don't think we're that far off it, man. I think, you know, by this time next year, maybe even like 6 months time, 6 stars are going to have a very big impact. They're having a little bit of an impact amongst kind of the top 3 alliances at the moment, because, you know, people like Crystal Opening Whale have like a Duke 200 level 6-star champion, which is nuts, mate. That's nuts. That's, you know, such a crazy amount of luck and cash there. That's just beyond insane that he's already got a Duke 200. But I think Jenserem as well has, I think it's 170 something Human Torch, and it's got one other champion. I think it's is it a 200 Cull Obsidian? I don't know if it's Cull Obsidian or another character. I've totally forgotten off the top of my head. But I know Jenserem, man, is going big on those Cavalier crystals. When's the rank 5 Corvus gameplay? When I get a bit more cosmic, I would assume. But now, after getting the 6-star Namor, man, I'm like, oh, you know, do we want to take Namor up next? Like, is rank 2 Namor the way to go? So, I don't know, man. I'm a little bit tempted to start investing in the future now. Getting 6-star Aquaman was orgasmic, dude. You're telling me, man. I was, you know, I'm still so incredibly happy about that pull, man. But in the moment, it was just like, wow. I just didn't expect to get it, because I didn't get a 5-star version of Invisible Woman, Namor, or Ebony Maw. We didn't pull a 5-star from any of those, so to pull the 6-star Ebony Maw and the 6-star Namor was, you know, a little bit jammy, Not that, you know, Ebony Maw, he's doing alright on Alliance War defense, usually gets like a kill or two, but I think that's more to, due to him being a fairly new champion, rather than being quite difficult to fight, because I find Ebony Maw, I fought a couple of maxed out ones already on Alliance War defense, and they're quite easy in my opinion. So yeah, I just don't really see the big difficulty when it comes to Ebony Maw. It's like you can't parry, and you've just got to really pay attention to falter, and that's really about it. So he's not the most challenging opponent to fight. Okay, who else do we want as the final champion? Maybe a little bit of Taskmaster. Why not, boys? And then we'll go Corvus Proxima, Nebula, and then start building up to some higher champions on this one. 6-star Awakening Gem Crystal on July 4th. Oh my goodness. I feel like it's a bit of a big fat wet dream. But I also, you know, thinking back, I'm relatively certain, and I might be incorrect on this, because I wasn't, you know, playing the game as much as I was now back then. But I think they had a 5-star Awakening Gem offer before you could earn a 5-star Awakening Gem from anything in the game. Again, I might be incorrect on that. But I think the first 5-star Awakening Gem you could get was, I think, via Labyrinth of Legends? And I think there was an offer before that, at some point. So yeah, I don't quite remember. Can somebody, like, let me know? I think the first one actually might have been Labyrinth of Legends, and then it might have been Cyber Monday as the second opportunity to get one. Jensen's Human Torch is 180 right now. That's mad. That is mad. Anybody that's unlocked Cavalier, like, yeah, or has like a solid grasp of the end game, knows how mad even having like a 6-star Awakened champion really is at the moment, especially like a brand new featured one, let alone like 9 friggin' Jeeps on it, mate. That's so crazy. Like, I'm really curious to find out how much, a ballpark figure of how much Jensen has dropped on those Cavaliers. Ring Goblin rank up a gameplay. I'd love to do that at some point. Did we get him awakened? I don't think we have got him awakened yet, but when we do, man, it'd be a really, really good time. Yo, what is up, Clockwork Gaming? Dude, I need to give you a massive shout out, man. You've been sending me super chats all over the place in the last couple of weeks, so mad love for all the support. Hopefully this will get you that invisible woman that you've been missing. Dude, I certainly hope so as well. I think I'm probably going to have to grind out the 3-star arena as well if I have a little bit of time while videos are rendering over the next few days, just because, you know, if I wait till the release of Spider-Man, Invisible Woman, she's just going to be old news. So yeah, thank you very much for all the support, Clockwork Gaming. Let's get you up there as the blubberiest whale of the day. Car's 160 as well. Yeah, dude, no, that is genuinely, like, absolutely crazy. It's mad to have not only one champion up there, but 2. I think Crystal Opening Whale's probably at the point where he's getting close to Jensen. Arguably, you know, maybe spent a little bit more in terms of those Cavaliers, because he's been rocketing up the leaderboard there. But there's no doubt that there's probably a group of anywhere between about 20 to 50 players in the top 100 that are throwing down tens of thousands, hundreds of thousands on those Cavaliers. You know, they make me look like the most casual spender in the world. How fast can I down a bucket of Kentucky Fried Chicken? It would depend on the size of the bucket and how hungry I was. There'd be multiple variables in this equation. But, you know, I'm not really much of a fast eater, I'd say. And, like, KFC, mate, you know, it's a little bit of a naughty treat. You've got to enjoy it. So I wouldn't be in any race to consume that, the KFC, if that's what you're asking there. Okay, let's go Human Torch. Let's get a bit of Thing in the matchup as well. And who do we want next? Somebody that's quite good. Maybe X23 as well. I think is going to be quite a good addition here. What's that? Endgame is where you get to the end of story quest. Well, there's not really any specific definition for endgame in MCOC. I'd say, like, endgame players right now are probably, I would classify them as players that are working on Act 6 content and variant level content, because that's some of the most difficult stuff currently. Do I reckon there's one more day of Fantastic Four champion use? I have absolutely no idea. I haven't even thought about it, in all fairness. So yeah, I just, I don't know, really. I'm going to have to wait and see on that one, I would assume. Alright, let's get these cheeky combos. I would love a, I'd love a 6-star Human Torch, man. He's such a fun champion to play. If we could get 6-star Human Torch as the first 6-star on Whale Milker 3000, which actually, it might be possible, because I think by the time I get my first 6-star, Human Torch is probably going to be in the basic pool. I'd be well happy about that, mate. That'd be a proper good time. But also, who's going to be in the pool then? Annihilus will be in the pool, because I think it's 45 days now till it gets updated. Carnage is going to be in the pool. Gosh, who else? Captain Marvel, Nick Fury as well. Dude, that 6-star basic pool is getting juicier and juicier by the months. Yo, what is up, Avery Lopez? Should I take Corvus or Captain Marvel to rank 5? Positive vibes, Seatin. Avery, that is a question. I would say I'd have a think about what you need either champion for, and then make your decision based on that. I feel like there's maybe a slightly stronger argument for Corvus overall. However, it depends on your masteries, playstyle, what you need either champion for. I think there are good arguments for both of those characters. So yeah, I don't think there's a bad decision. I'd personally go for the one that you enjoy playing the most for, and you see the most use in terms of the content that you're trying to do next. So yeah, have a little bit of a think about those factors, and then make your decision based off that. But here I am telling you, I don't think there's a bad option between the two, dude. They're both really, really good. Anthony, I have not watched it, so I don't know, mate. I don't know. It's really annoying at the moment just because there's so much stuff going on behind the scenes. I'm very behind on a lot of other YouTubers' videos, and there's so many people making videos nowadays, so it's a little bit hard to keep up with everybody. What's that? Seeing, can I make a video for best options for exploring variant 1 and 2? I don't have a maxed out Domino or Hyperion, so I'd like to know some other good options. I can do. I think I'd look at variant 2 first, because that has a lot more champions, and I think I've got a video on the channel like 35, top 35 champions for variant 2. Something like that. I remember doing a video on that some time ago, so that covers a lot of the best options there. So that one's fairly comprehensive, but I don't have anything like that for the first variant. So yeah, it's something I need to get around to at some point in the near future, I would assume. But gosh, with this game, man, it does keep me, I've made about almost about 3,300 videos on Marvel Contest of Champions, and that's not an exaggeration. That's facts, ladies and gentlemen. So it's been mad that after making that many videos, I've still literally got a list of about 200 and something videos that I want to do in the future. Like, I'll just randomly be like chilling in bed or like out having a car drive, and I'll be like, I'll think of one video idea, and then I'll be like, oh my gosh, if I do this video idea, then I could make it like a series, or I could do this type of video for this type of content. So I always kind of just note them down in a massive like Google Sheets document. So whenever I have like a bit of a stint in terms of productivity, or like thinking about, what kind of content do I think people really want to watch, or be like really, really useful, and then I just go to that spreadsheet and I'm like, oh my gosh, I've got all these videos to do. Like, people would definitely like to see that video. That'd be super helpful for like players at this point in the game, all of that stuff, lads. So it certainly does keep me on my toes a little bit. Right, there we go. Quite a nice little takedown with Ghost there. What is up, Daniel Humphrey? Thank you very much, sir, for the $5 super chat. Absolute mad love. Top legend there, mate. Thank you. When am I planning on making a run for Variant 2 on the free-to-play? I'd like to do it quite soon, Ashen. I would ideally like to do the second variant within the next month or two, ideally. So I think after Act 5 completion, I've got the roster for it. I'm a little bit worried about certain bosses, mainly some of the earlier bosses, to be fair, like that friggin' Magneto, and also the what's the worst boss? That like science, is it Science Adaptoid? That's essentially like an unstunnable Spider-Man in quest number 2. That one's really, really annoying to deal with. But yeah, if I get some like good ramp up on Venom the Dark, get a load of Furies, a bit of crit, we can just smash into that, lads. So if we need some good evade RNG, but we'll see what's up. When I get a 6-star Mysterio or 6-star Mephisto, I'd much rather get a 6-star Mysterio, mate. And I think most people would. Upload all those 2 videos in the same day, I watch them. I feel like most of them would get buried, and I don't have the productivity to, produce 200 videos in a single day that would be of any watchable quality. I'll tell you that. Is 5-star rank 2 Loki a good choice for the Ultron boss? Yeah, Loki can work really, really well. So if you haven't already seen Ashley, and I imagine you probably have, but there are a lot of really good Loki videos and takedowns of that Ultron. So as long as you have that Loki and know how to play that fight quite well, and again, just watch the Loki videos on YouTube to get a bit of a rough idea of what you're aiming to do there. It should be really, really good to help you out, and it might take a few tries to get down, but Loki is a fantastic option if you can play quite aggressively, have Mystic Dispersion, and can just keep on stealing all of his buffs. Because if you can steal, a Fury, mate, you're just going to hit like an absolute truck. And if you can steal the power gain as well, then you can special 3 curse him and then steal. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that interaction. Okay, that's not a good one. Do we have power drain? There's no power drain, right? Wow. Well, okay, Nebula versus Killmonger. I just didn't even think that would be an interaction that would take place, but 1 parry, insta special 3. At least we got Nebula's awakened ability, which immediately takes us to 100% there, so that's an interesting one, man. Certainly an interesting one. Hopefully that should be enough. Oh, my goodness. Yo, what's up, Damien? I'm not doing too bad today, mate. How about yourself? So, I recently pulled a 5-star Corvus in the Cat Marvel movie version. Which should I concentrate on? I'm attempting 6.2, but Sinister is horrible. My only 565 is Cap Infinity War. Cat Marvel movie is actually quite good for that Mr. Sinister. I've seen, I think somebody almost get a one-shot with Suicide Masteries on that fight. So yeah, she's brilliant, because as soon as you enter Binary Ignition, if you have that kind of phase like stored up, you can just enter that, you get the 12 seconds invulnerability, and then you can just burst that man down and deal like a lot of damage. So, if you're prepared, you can probably get that fight down in like 2 or 3 revives. I think it was a video on Reddit, but it might have been on YouTube. But yeah, Cat Marvel movie's great for that. So yeah, I get her to rank 4 as soon as possible, but between her and Corvus, man, again, there are so many pros and cons, matchup-wise and game mode-wise versus both champions, and both are great to have, at least rank 4, I would say. But if Mr. Sinister is the bane of your existence at the moment, Cat Marvel movie at rank 4 is going to be a fantastic solution for kind of getting past that roadblock there. So, you might rank for her, get that Sinister down, get the champion down, get a gem, and then you can rank for Corvus as well. Maybe that could happen there. Right, a little bit sloppy on that one, but Corvus is, again, such a sick beast as well. So there's great arguments for both. It's really tough giving a rank up advice nowadays, because I feel like I need to do a big spreadsheet of like all of the, here are the top 5 cosmic champions, here are all the pros and cons between them. Because there is no definitive best in the game now. It's just like, depending on the matchup and circumstance, like there are all these different crazy factors and utility in play. So it's really difficult, man, to give a definitive answer. Yo, what is up, Brad? Okay, see, and now that I'm done making that 3D model of Aegon, I need a request for the next one. Brad, dude, I gotta show this to everybody, man, because your 3D model, you sent it to me the other day, and I was like, wow. I was like, it genuinely blew me away. So, Brad, ladies and gentlemen, is a 3D artist, and he sent me this model of Aegon. Just trying to find his Twitter quickly. There we go, just to show you guys, because I think you guys are going to be like, oh, this is, it's pretty damn impressive, man, pretty damn impressive. But we need to give Brad a request now for another champion to 3D model. So let me quickly get this one up on his the site that he sent it to me. So hopefully this is going to work, and it's really, really cool. This is one of the coolest MCOC things I've ever been sent, and hopefully it's going to load up in a second. So look at this, mate, this 3-dimensional model of Aegon. Brad has mad talent, boys. That is so good. That is awesome. I want one. I want one in real life. it's so cool. So yeah, what champion, guys? He's looking for inspiration. What one should he do next? Like, I'll send you guys the link as well if you want to have a bit of a play around with this one. But mad love to what is it, Brad, for doing this, because this is awesome, man. That's really, really cool. So hats off to you, man. You've got bundles of talent. I'm sure you're already aware of this because you do it professionally, but I just want to give you some additional compliments, because I thought that was really, really cool. Yeah, I don't know. Oh, do you know who'd be pretty cool to see? Symbiote Supreme. Symbiote Supreme might be an interesting champion. Actually, I don't know if he's like iconic Marvel enough. I think he'd look really, really awesome though. A part of me is tempted to say Stark and Aunt Spider-Man, but I'm interested to see what chat is saying as well. Stanley says Colossus. Yeah, a lot of love for Symbiote Supreme. Thanos as well. Namor, Stark and Aunt Spider-Man. Omega Red would be quite cool. Darkhawk as well. Mephisto. Mysterio is one, man. I think Mysterio, especially like the in-game model, I think you could do some crazy cool stuff with that. So I'd enjoy seeing Mysterio, man. But I don't know, who you feeling, Brad? Let me know in chat, and also thank you very much, sir, for the super chat. I certainly do appreciate it. Right, let's get some super good characters in here just to make this next round a little bit easier, and then we'll go for the top of the roster. Okay, so we got Blade up next. Void could be an interesting one, man. I feel like Brad's going to be inundated with requests after today, for sure. Do I think there'll be more variants in the future? And should they start doing 2016 rank up gems? I was actually thinking about this the other day. Variant is genuinely my favorite piece of content. Like, I've loved... I really enjoyed the first variant. I thought I had a lot of really good stuff to it. The second variant was the better of the two, and the second variant is just, you know, one of the best pieces of content that they've ever made in the game. So I was a really, really big fan of the second variant, and I'd love to see a lot more variants. I'm actually more excited for future variants. I've just learned that Quake versus Domino is a terrible matchup as well. Guys, I'm a proper Quake newbie, so, you know, you got to cut me a little bit of slack here. But... right, let's keep on throwing this one off. We should be good to win now. Okay, cool. Yeah, but I'm much more excited for, like, more variants than more Act 6 content, because Act 6 content is just absolute shite for the most part. I don't mind the completion stuff of Act 6, but some of the additional paths of all the, like, endless gate requirements that are so, like, stacked up, it's just a little bit too much, mate. It's a little bit too much, so just not the biggest fan of all of this stuff. You need to make a list now. I'm sure you got a few great ideas here. Yeah, Symbiote Supreme and a Mega Red, dude. I think you do some really, really cool stuff. I think Hulk Ragnarok as well would look amazing in a 3D model. So just looking at his model, I think he's pretty badass. But so many Venom as well, as somebody has said. Should I rank up Domino or Gwenpool to rank 5? Out of the two, I would definitely go for Domino, especially if you do have the full Trinity. So yeah, Domino all of the way, my dude. All of the way. Yo, what is up, Katie Candy? You know, I've been hearing a lot about your famous rant this morning. I've yet to watch it, but a few people have been talking about it in chat. Should I rank 5 my blue Cyclops or my red Cyclops? Asking for a friend. Well... if you rank 5 the blue Cyclops, it is the colour of the ocean. It's the colour of tranquility. So there is going to be like that feeling of inner peace when you're playing him. But the red Cyclops is the colour red. So it means, you know, red, everybody knows, like, if you have a red car, it's a fast car. So red Cyclops is going to be a bit of a faster champion. And he's going to, you know, be more effective at killing opponents. So, I don't know. It's a tough choice there, Katie Candy. But I'm sure with your endgame knowledge, you're going to be able to make the right decision. So I certainly trust you to do that. But all of the best. I hope, you know, I've weighed out the pros and cons clearly for you today so that you can make an informed decision. So thank you very much for the super chat. Do I still use my Discord server? I don't. I should use it a little bit more though. I do enjoy you know, having a little bit of banner, having all sorts of fun chats across various line groups as well. So it is a really, really good time. But I do need to, yeah, find some sort of way to do occasional sub chats. But I think the most efficient method for me really is just going live, grinding out a little bit of arena, and talking an excessive amount of rubbish while trying to answer as many questions as I possibly can, which does become, you know, quite a task at this point. But I'm always trying to do my best, man. Yo, what's up, Justin Antonio? Thank you very much for the $5 super chat there. Absolute mad love. Hope you're doing well, dude. Is 5-star Bishop a good champion? He's an alright champion. He's not the best, he's not the worst. I have some 6-star Bishop gameplay on the channel. If you want to see a bit of Bishop in action, he can be enjoyable to play if you're very good at parrying. Because you can get those prowess charges or energy charges, something like that. The ones that make his special attacks deal a lot more damage a fair bit quicker. Okay, is this going to work? Yeah, it did. Cool, cool. Yeah, perfect, mate. Options for, oh, what is it? The Ant-Man buffet all or nothing nodes. What works really well? I used Archangel on both of my accounts. Power control champions. I think Magic can work for it. Hawkeye can work for it. I think Vision can work for it as well. You could also just do the thing of, like, not dashing back and just dealing as much damage as you can using a champion that doesn't, like, have any debuffs at all. Sorry, any buffs at all, should I say? Because I think the Ant-Man is the hardest challenge on that path, if I do remember correctly. So yeah, that one is a bit of a pain, man. I'd say that's one of the more tricky paths when it does come to 100% Act 5. So don't worry too much if you do fail on it. You know, just pick yourself back up, reevaluate your strategy, and go back in. So yeah, you can do it, mate. I've got faith in you there. Got Kamala Khan today. Huge congratulations on that. Hopefully, Dark, she is going to get buffed at some point in the near future, because she was on the champion buff poll, so they acknowledged all of those champions are going to get buffed at some point. So yeah, you know, Kamala today might be a Corvus tomorrow. So you know, maybe there's a bit of hope there, a bit of optimism. When I first saw Nick Fury, I thought he had AirPods in his ear. He does look a little bit like he's got AirPods in his ear. I remember that meme going around with the release of Nick Fury. However, the exciting news, if you don't already know this, today Nick Fury, we've said this already once on the stream, but Nick Fury is being added into the 5-star basic pool today, and the 4-star one, and the 3-star one, and the premiums. And even if you've seen like some of my 3-star Nick Fury gameplay, man, even as a 3-star, he's very, very OP, and he's some amazing synergies as well. So I'm really, really excited for like more people to get their hands on Nick Fury. He is my favorite character, my Map 7 MVP. I think he is still my favorite champion, man. I really like Namor, but Nick Fury has a special place in my heart. So yeah, I love him, mate. Good time. What are my thoughts on the upcoming community boss rush? We'll wait and see, man. I always like a good boss rush challenge. But, you know, we'll see what nodes the content creators pick. Because, like, I know there have been, you know, some people saying, like, oh, you know, don't send any hate their way. But if somebody picks a friggin', you know, 6-star Annihilus with double Aegis nodes, I'm sending out a strongly worded message their way for sure. So yeah, I don't know, man. We'll have to see on the content creator boss rush, because there are so many nodes in the game and there are so many BS combos. But yeah, just I think we need to be a little bit nicer to some of the content creators, depending on the nodes they pick. You know, they're not completely void from blame if they make the absolute worst BS fight in the world. But the attacks, at least, you know, they shouldn't be in any level personal. But hopefully they all pick some good and fun encounters. I thought there was some really good encounters. Like Brian's encounter last year was awesome. The what is it? He had like a rocket raccoon with power shield and some other node. But I'm interested, man. There are a lot of different ways it could go, so we'll see. But we've just had a flood of super chats there. What is up, Rip93 Ford? Got the deal yesterday. Got a Mutant Awakening gem. Now I have 3 in my inventory. Please let Kabam know. I really need an Omega or Renee more. Dude, that's a good position to be in, especially with all the banging mutants that we've got. Chaos as well, thank you very much for the 2 British pound super chat there, absolute mad love. And finally Stanley 3, can't find the exact date when Labyrinth started, but Road to Labyrinth of Legends and LoL itself was announced in May 2017. The 5-star generic Awakening gem was on the 4th of July 2017. I think Labyrinth did come a little bit after the first 5-star generic, so yeah, we're gonna have to see on that one, man. We're certainly gonna have to see on that one. But yeah, the boss rush, as Jeff has just said in chat, isn't until September, so we've still got a bit of time. I really hope in between that as well, there is a Spider-Man Far From Home challenge. I guess there is a chance that we might see it like debut this evening, with the release of the movie being today. I think it's somewhat doubtful, but stranger things have happened. So yeah, I'm really hoping that it's either going to be like today. I doubt it's going to be tomorrow with all the new content, but it could be as well. So we'll have to see on that one. The nastier, the better for the boss rush. Oh, yeah, I am not excited by what is it, that comment there, Katie. Hopefully, you know, I'm very glad you're not in the content creator program. I would not like to, you know, after all your salty experiences at Act 6, I don't want to see what kind of nightmare fuel fight that you could come up with. What was it? Yeah, the first content creator boss rush, I think after we had like so many months with like really annoying Mephistos and Icemen, to like put another Iceman and Mephisto in, well, yeah, it wasn't maybe like the best decision, but also I think like a lot of the messages that Dave got were like bang out of order, man. Some people took it like way too far, so I really hope that people can calm down a little bit this year. But we'll see, man. We'll see. I just hope that they all make kind of good and fun fights with a content creator boss rush. So fingers crossed, man. They're going to do it right, and the rewards are going to be really, really sick as well. Seatin, I just became uncollected. To celebrate, I popped open one Elias featured Grandmaster Crystal and got 4-star Annihilus. Hey, dude, congratulations, Elijah. That is a pretty good result there. But definitely, on those Grandmaster ones, man, quit while you're ahead. 1,000,000% is the way to go. Because the Grandmaster Crystals, they have terrible drop rates, mate. So just save up your units to complete Act 5, 100% it, and get Cavalier as well. Because those are going to do a lot more for your progression there, dude. But regardless, congratulations, man. That's a very, very good champion to, you know, pull for a little bit of interesting utility. You've got Iceman immunity and also Incinerate immunity and a very strong armor break. So it's going to help you for a few bits and bobs if you need that. Would I rather have an Awakened Red Skull or an Unawakened Mega Red? Definitely Unawakened Mega Red, because, you know, you could eventually awaken him, and then he's going to be a Mega Red, who's one of the best champions in the game. So, Mega Red is definitely the one out of those two. Can you get Cull Obsidian from 4-star? You can't. It's still like another, 2 months until Cull Obsidian is available in the basic Crystal Pool Green, but from like the end of today onwards, Nick Fury is going to be available. So there's a lot of good champions that are going to be coming to the basic pool in the next couple of months. But it is a just to let you know, it's an approximately 3.5 month delay from a champion's initial release until they get added into the basic Crystal Pool, and then it's about a 6-month wait until you have that champion as like a 4-star basic arena. So. Oh, God, can you imagine, like, it's going to be in 5 months' time, all the beginner bracket, like, 4-star basic Cull Obsidian arena, and if you start the right time, you've got the 4-star basic Cull Obsidian and also Namor arenas. Imagine being a beginner and picking up both of those champions. It's too much. It's too much, ladies and gentlemen. That's just going to absolutely skyrocket your progression. Like, with both of those champions, if you get them, you know, get them twice, get them awakened, you can just do everything. That's like 100% Act 5. You know, you can smash out Variant as well. So, you know, there's going to be a good time to start an account around the upcoming release of, what is it, Cull Obsidian in the basic arena. So about 5 months' time. Just pick 6.2.2 Mr. Sinister, add no retreating caltrops, and sit back and watch people rage. What do you need there? How could you make that far? I think that's, you know, letting people off lightly there, KT1, because, you know, you could still Captain Marvel it down. What would it add maybe a 15% buffet? I think that's the way. That would be the biggest rage. That would be the way to, you know, properly dick everybody over, is add buffet to that fight, because that would strip away the fury from like absolutely everyone. So yeah, I think that would be the ultimate rage inducer there. Maybe it needs something else, because I guess you could like dash back, trigger buffet, dash back, Heimdall synergy, and you know, you could still bypass that one. How could you make it even more annoying than that? Buffet, just buffet that doesn't have any cooldown. There's no oh, maybe isn't there like a node or a debuff or something that like prevents buffs from triggering? Caustic Temper in that one. That's got to be it, mate. That's got to be it. That's how to make everybody quit the game. I beat half my alliance who've been playing for years to uncollected. Elijah, great work, dude, great work. I mean, I feel like Marvel Contest of Champions is one of those games that is so intricate and so complicated, and there's so much to know about the game and how to progress and what champions to use, that if you don't spend a little bit of time on YouTube or the forums, then you're playing like a completely different game. Because, you know, you don't have a solid understanding. I would assume, unless you're a really, really talented player, most people that haven't stumbled across YouTube don't really know how to fight properly and, you know, parry and evade and all that. And then they'll watch like a YouTube video and they'll be like, damn, man, there's so much more to the combat than I thought. Because I've certainly had that experience. When I started playing, I thought I was really, really good at the game, and then I remember watching, I think it was like a Oh gosh, who was it? Who used to make all the 3-star Invincible? That's the guy, Invincible. I watched an Invincible video of him taking down, I think it was like Coulson's challenge back in the day, and I was like, wow, this guy is amazing, man. I suck at this game. I have a lot to learn. And then I just went down a massive rabbit hole, like binge watching all sorts of gameplay videos. I was like, wow, there's all this crazy stuff you can do. I was getting hit by these special attacks. I can dodge back, I can evade them. You know, it's really cool, man. Really cool how much YouTube and watching other people play this game can kind of open up your understanding of how certain stuff works. So yeah, I love it for that, man. It's a proper fun time. Should I take my Colossus to rank 3 now or wait till the buff? You know, if you got overflow resources, you can take them up now, but I'd wait till the buff just to make sure that your resources are going to have a good investment there, Jeff. So it's up to you, mate. There's certainly no rush, is the point that I'm trying to make here overall. Yo, what is up, AJ? Hope you're doing well today. I opened my first 5-star yesterday and got Classic Captain America. Ugh, not really the champion you want to see. So my condolences there, because he's probably going to sit at low ranks for quite some time, I would imagine. I think as we've progressed on as well, the mid-tier 5-stars, they just get shrugged off by most players, just because 4-stars drop like candy in the game now. So most players, when they get their first 5-star, do already have a roster of like at least like a couple of quite good 4-star champions. So you know, the champions that haven't been shown much love in terms of 5-star, they do get shrugged off quite quickly nowadays. Because looking at, you know, Whalebug 3000, I've got pretty much no use for like my Cable and Cyclops. I might have a bit of a use for Loki, so I might take him up just to deal with certain champion bosses. Because I guess he's one of my my best champion killer at the moment, maybe on that account. As a new player, what's better to rank up, X23 or Killmonger? They're both really good options, Shelton. I go for the one that you enjoy playing the most. Because they have pros and cons, I would say. I think most people would probably lean a little bit more toward the Killmonger rather than X23. So that would be my personal preference, I think, for the utility. But I think X23 has a little bit more damage output potential than Killmonger. But there's not a bad option between both of those, man. So if you're a new player, I'd yeah, just go for the one that you enjoy playing the most. The level up event tempted you, but you think you'll wait on the rank up. I think it's the best thing to do, in all fairness, dude. Just to make sure it isn't completely wasted, because it might be, you know, it might be a bit of an underwhelming buff. I'm hoping it's going to be a really, really good one. But yeah, we'll have to see on that one. Hey, what's up, Elijah? Dude, you've been throwing crazy super chats down today. Thank you very much. Got to get you up there now as our blubberiest whale. It was because of my Corvus videos that helped me get through Uncollected. He was my most valuable champion. Dude, Corvus is mad, mate. He's such an absolute titan for slaughtering all sorts of you know, mid to low health content, but when you're getting stacked up, man, especially with Suicide Masteries, there's so much that a champion can punch above. So yeah, thank you very much for the super chat there, Elijah. Give me 1 second, lads. It's getting well hot in here, so I quickly need to open up the what is it, the studio doors and put on the AC unit. So just 1 moment. Right, alright, sorry about that one, lads. Just got the AC unit on. Apologies if it's a little bit loud for a moment, but I'm literally going to die of overheating unless we got this thing blasting out. Had some ridiculously good weather in England recently. Might be able to turn it down a few ticks, actually. But, it's saving my life right here, boys. Saving my life right here. Hey, Seatin, if I don't have the new update, will I be able to play the new contest coming tomorrow? You need to sort out the new update, dude, or you won't be able to play any of the new content. And also, I don't think if you've got the new update, you're missing out on the mega login calendar. So you just gotta update the game, man. It's available on both iOS and Android, so make sure you sort that sooner rather than later, dude. Or else you might miss out on the fully formed 5-star, the 5-star awakening gem, all that crazy stuff. Do I think Captain Marvel movie is still God tier unduped? Yeah, I think so. I think her awakened ability with the immunity and the value of that kind of does bring her to the beyond God tier level. But she's still really, really good, even unawakened, man. So she's a fantastic champion to pull straight out of any crystal. Ah, it is boiling, Fark. You're forgetting, you know, just how pasty white and British I am. You know, we struggle to deal with temperatures over, what is it, about, you know, 16, 17 here? Anything over that is a hot day, mate. It is a hot day. We had like 34 at the weekend. On Saturday, I was sweating my tits off in the studio, mate. It was such a warm day. But we still managed to smash out a bit of video content, so I was pretty happy about that. But I couldn't, like, sit down and record the Psylocke gameplay. I had to record the gameplay while I had the AC unit on and then do the voiceover after. Just bacon, mate. Absolutely bacon. So I must admit, I don't know, I'm looking forward to the summer a little bit. We've got a lot of plans to go out and do all sorts of stuff. Have a few house parties, mate. Got a party this Friday evening as well, so it should be a good time. For the boss challenge, a Hyperion with all or nothing, spike power gain. Oh my goodness, Freezy, that's a horrible design. Nullifies also have a 95% chance to fail. Oh, that is definitely a man who dislikes everybody in the community, for sure, mate. That's a little bit harsh, man, a little bit harsh. But Luke Cage should still be able to absolutely demolish that fight, I would assume. Oh, I forgot about that, the glaive immunity. No, okay, there we go. Sorted, lads, sorted. Seatin, you were my rabbit hole when I found your channel, changed my game forever. When are we gonna get another 6.2 stream? I want to see Seatin at full salt mode. Dude, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen at some point fairly soon, Samuel. Next month I'm aiming to do it. But I just had to push it behind in order to get some decent progression on my free-to-play. And complete Act 5 and all of that fun stuff. So I wanted to, you know, push for some big milestones on month 2. And with all the bugs, I wasn't, you know, overly keen to make a big immediate push there. But ladies and gentlemen, absolute mad love to Adrian Salazar, dropping over a $20 super chat. Adrian says, "Yeet, thanks for the help in game Seatin. Take my first ever donation. Adrian, you are a gentleman and a scholar, sir. Thank you so much for the support. And dude, hope you have a smashing week, dude. Hopefully you enjoy Spider-Man if you haven't already seen it. But that's crazy, man. I really do appreciate the generosity there, sir. Let's get you up there as our blubberiest whale of the day. Got on duped a 5-star Invisible Woman today. How did you get and dupe her today, mate? Are there any Invisible Woman crystals going on? Oh, I'm a little bit curious as to the methodology there. But I might be forgetting some source of obtaining Invisible Woman. Can I tell you how to use Venom? We do have if you type in 5-star Venom gameplay, Seatin, into YouTube Beast, then we do have some Venom gameplay on the channel, man. So if you check that out, you can, you know, watch me talk about Venom while I'm playing Venom, and that might be quite a useful video. But if you've got Venom, dude, huge congratulations, because he's ridiculously good. So you can do a lot. Can we expect some Road to Labyrinth free-to-play gameplay soon? I think the new free-to-play series is the best so far. Mason, I'm certainly glad you're enjoying it, mate. We can expect it. I wouldn't say soon, just because Road to Labyrinth of Legends is like, it's so far down the progression list, it's unreal, because it's quite difficult in comparison to the rewards. Like, the rewards suck for it, and the health pools, especially in the final chapter, are somewhat equivalent to like Act 6.1, so it just doesn't make much sense to prioritize it over certain stuff like variant modes of gameplay, getting Cavalier, doing Act 500%. So it's probably still going to be a while, dude, because it's just a lot of resources to burn for just some terrible rewards. So yeah, that's my advice to anybody that's progressing, is definitely put it toward the bottom of the list as well, because it's rubbish, mate. Don't bother about Road to Labyrinth of Legends until you actually need to do Road Labyrinth of Legends. I know I've said that in a fair few videos, but the advice rings true, boys, because it just is, it's not worth it, in my opinion. Yo, what is up to the absolute legendary whale, Pep1000. Cheers to a good day, bro, and roommates. Hope all is well. Cheers to any other 6.2 legend runners checking out Spider-Man tonight with the kids as well. Today is a good day. I know, dude. I was saying this week is just an absolutely phenomenal week. We've got so much happening. We got Spider-Man movie today. We've got the release of the brand new events tomorrow, Thursday. We got July 4th. You know, and yesterday we had the login calendar, and also we got new 5-star feature today, Nick Fury being added to the basics. So it's a good week for Marvel, and a very good week for Marvel Contest of Champions. But damn, ladies and gentlemen, you've been way too good to me on the super chats today. We've had so many coming in, so thank you so much for all the support. My bank account certainly does appreciate it after all these Cavalier openings. So yeah, absolute mad love, lads. But it's also great because we've had so many gameplay videos that we've been able to do because of the openings. That 6-star Psylocke one was really, really fun. The 6-star Namor one yesterday was crazy, crazy good. So it's a really, really good time, man. I got Venom the Duck for the first time yesterday. Is he still good unawakened? Riley, you need to go and watch the Act 5 Chapter 4 free-to-play live stream. I'm like playing Venom the Duck unawakened for most of it. The answer is yes, dude. The answer is a big yes. But if you want to see what that champion is capable of, definitely watch that stream. Because he's mad. He's such a good champion. We've also got 5-star Venom the Duck gameplay video from my main account on the channel. So we've been pumping out the rank up of gameplay videos, to be fair. But I love, you know, we're at a stage in the game where there's so many different champions, and it's nice to be able to explore so many of them in a fair bit of detail on a weekly basis. Just get a whole new perspective and find out all sorts of little tips and tricks about certain characters and the way that they interact. So it's always good fun, because I learn a little bit from like playing the champions in the videos, but also in the comments section there'll be people that play that champion like all the time, and they'll be like, oh, Seatin, if you do this and this, or like in this matchup you can use this mechanic to bypass this, and like I'll pick up all sorts of like crazy little pro tips. So it's fantastic for expanding my knowledge of the game. Which again, just, you know, it comes back around in the video guides. So it's just an infinite win, boys. Infinite win. Yeah, Adrian, you got absolutely sniped. But dude, I ain't forgetting your generosity, mate. You certainly have sorted me out proper today. So thank you very much, sir. I certainly do appreciate it. Now that we've got Diablo awakened, I feel like I need to do some, I feel like I need to throw on the full Suicide Masteries, and then do like some, Act 6 Diablo gameplay at some point. Because I really enjoyed the Act 5 Diablo gameplay video, man. So I'll have to see what's up. Any advice on farming experience? Do 100% Act 4, and then you'll be like almost level 60. It's the way to get the most crazy amount of XP in the game currently. Because Act 4 is just so insane, man. So insane. It's by far the best way to level up. And if you have an XP boost on, you're just rocketing up, even at some of the higher levels as well. I rank for Venom the Duck over Chorus, Corvus Glaive for variant 200%. It's a good plan, man. It's a good plan, because, you know, that gives you another rank 5 champion. And, you know, maybe some resources as well to take Corvus up. So it's a good long-term strategy. I certainly don't blame you on that one, mate. But Venom the Duck is... He's a beast. He's really, really, really good for that second variant as well. I quite like the new Stifle icon, man. It looks a bit interesting. What did it look like before? I think it looked like a power lock or something a bit weird like that. Let's go for this. Oh, I love Annihilus's animations, man. He looks so badass. I wish he was a little bit better, but he's not the worst champion in the game. How long am I streaming for? Don't know, probably another like 15-20 minutes, maybe a little bit more than that. We'll have to see. Is How the Duck gameplay coming soon? Maybe, dude, maybe. There are a few champions that I want to revisit in the next month and do some gameplay for. How the Duck, I want to find, you know, a good place where we can enjoy some Howard the Duck gameplay. But he would be certainly a fun one to play about with. I don't know if this is the last... I imagine there's going to be one more Fantastic Four Champion Use event if the Spider-Man event doesn't start until tomorrow, but I might be incorrect on that. Don't know if there's a definitive answer out there somewhere. Oh, no, no, no! Okay, right. We still have stacks of rock stacks, so it's going to heavily mitigate the special 3 damage here. We're pretty much going to take nothing. So that was perfect. And then we can maybe retaliate with a special 1. Not quite there, but still worked out. How do you unlock Variant? You just need to get to level 45 in order to unlock it. Is it common to be doing this Catalyst Arena? You should... Well, it depends. Like, I do it because there's, like, you know, I want to rank up every champion in the game so I can do gameplay videos. But it's good, man, because if you get 2 million points, then you get 2 Tier 4 Basic. And another way to look at it is if you grind out 2 million points, that is the equivalent to, let's say, about 1,600 and a bit Glory. You know, if you're just buying, like, Tier 4 Basic from the store, because at cheapest, it's 400 each. So, you know, you could look at it that way if you wanted to, that you're getting a really, really big stack of Glory for getting 2 million. And it's, depending on your roster, of course, like, it's not the worst grind in the world if you've got a fair amount of 5-star champions. I think, usually smash it out in a single round. Yo, what is up, Doug? You absolute legend. Hope you're doing well today, mate. Always good to see you knocking about on the channel. Just got a few paths left in Variant 2, the very last chapter, and I've got Venom to make it easy as possible, but I know it's still going to cost a few units, which I want to save for the 4th, a bit torn. Again, the 4th's only a couple of days away there, Jeff, so, you know, maybe you want to save to the 4th of July. I imagine the best 4th of July offers are probably going to be the, the ones that you buy for cash. But maybe there's going to be some good unit ones as well. We're going to have to see. I really want a 6-star Awakening Gem now that I got my name on, man. That would be the absolute dream. So we'll have to see. And Stanley apparently did dig up that the 5-star... There was a 5-star gem, I believe, on offer before it actually came out in Labyrinth of Legends. So there is... I think it's a very small chance, but we could see a 6-star gem. Is Darkhawk worth rank 5? Depends on your uses for him, really. I'd say there are better champions to rank 5 than Darkhawk, but also he's not bad. You know, he's pretty good. I know some people that have Darkhawk at rank 5, absolutely love the champion. He's got, you know, double immunities, bit of regeneration, some interesting mechanics, and very powerful heal block with the special 3 as well. So yeah, Darkhawk, he's quite fun to play. I really do enjoy my Darkhawk on my free-to-play account. Should I awaken my 4-star Corvus or Aegon? I would definitely go for Aegon out of those two if I could only awaken one of those. How much money should I have in my account for 4th of July? Depends how much you want to whale out, dude. You know, it's up to you, really. But there's going to be a lot to whale out on. So I don't really know. The max capacity offers were like 600. It's like $600 worth of stuff last year, maybe even more. But yeah, we'll have to see. Just, you know, at the end of the day, you want to spend what you feel comfortable with, and for a lot of people, that is absolutely nothing, which is fair play. Just don't feel any pressure to buy the offers, but it's just one of those events. Like, if you are going to spend on MCOC, the 4th of July and Cyber Monday are a really good time to do so, because you can get a lot more bang for your buck. I think as well, with Spider-Man and Mysterio coming out, there are going to be a lot of people that want to try their luck at, you know, a few Cavaliers here and there. So, I don't know, man. I'm interested to see if they're going to break their 3.4 million Cyber Monday record on the 4th of July. It's going to be a curious one. Yo, Mason, thank you very much. I see we did hit 210k. I believe it was like yesterday evening. So we are, you know, we're slowly catching up to MCOC, man. I think they're about to hit 250k. But I think we're gaining subs slightly faster than they are. So not too bad, man. Nick Fury, Awakened, or Red Hulk. If I had to pick one of the champions, I would definitely go for Nick Fury. But I think there's... Yeah, I think Nick Fury, man. Nick Fury is the one that I would 1,000,000% go for if I had to pick one. I love my Nick Fury. I'm a massive fanboy of that champion, though. I feel like Ronin is probably the most forgotten about champion of 2019. I'm going to put that question to chat, ladies and gentlemen. Who do you think is the most forgotten about champion so far of 2019? I think it might be Ronin, man. I think it might be Ronin. He's not a bad character. I think he's just really forgettable, and not really anybody has him or plays him to a high level that I've seen, just because he... there are champions that do what Ronin does, and don't have the slightly, you know, without the slightly awkward, in some scenarios, play style. So he has just flown a little bit under the radar. But I think Diablo's maybe up there as well, boys. But yeah, I mean, the most forgotten about champion that has released this year. Ronin 100%. Yeah, I think so, man. But there are a lot of forgettable champions throughout the extended roster of this game, for sure, man. Should I awaken Void or Aegon? If I had to pick one of those champions, I would go for Aegon, dude. Aegon is like the craziest champion to have awakened. 4-star, just deals with everything that he can really get his hands on. 100% Act 5, does Labyrinth of Legends, even as a 4-star. He's by far the best 4-star option for Labyrinth, if you want to take a 4-star in there. KT1 has a really good 4-star Aegon run on YouTube. Right, sorted, boys. Yeah, I think Annihilus is pretty forgettable as well, until you fight him on Alliance War defense, and then you're just like, ugh, this champion sucks to fight. But Ronin, you just don't see him anywhere, man. Not even on Alliance War defense. Just completely gone under the radar. I feel like they missed the mark a little bit on Ronin. I think for his very awkward playstyle at certain points, I think he should do something a little bit more interesting, you know? Yeah, I agree, Ashen. That's a very true statement. He's not good enough for most content, but he's not bad enough to preference either. Pretty much, mate. Pretty much. Oh, not bad. Little Karnak takedown there, man. It worked out alright. Should I rank 5 Awakened Voodoo or Unduped Iceman? Sorry, rank 4. I'd go for Iceman out of those two, because you'll need a rank 4 Bleed Immune to get Cavalier. So I'd say that Iceman is a very solid investment, and he's really great for a lot of matchups. But if you really like Dr. Voodoo, and he's going to be useful for stuff that you're trying to do in the near future, he's not the worst option either. I think both are fairly good to take up to rank 4. But if I had to pick one, I would go for Iceman. But it depends how good and skilled of a Dr. Voodoo player you are. Because I know Dr. Voodoo, he doesn't get talked about much nowadays, but there are still quite a few people that do quite enjoy playing around with Dr. Voodoo. He's not the worst, mate. Aegon or Namor rank 5. Damn, that's a difficult one. I would say overall, I think it kind of depends what you're trying to do, but I would lean toward Aegon, I reckon. There's good arguments for both, though. I'll put that out there. Korg or Thing? I definitely take Thing up over Korg. Thing has a lot more crazy potential than Korg does, especially with the champion synergy, and Hela and Angela on the team as well, along with Heimdall. You need full synergies to get some crazy performance out of Thing, but when you get that performance, it is honestly mental. Oh, pardon me. How many epic rifts have I done so far? I think I've done 2 on Seatin and 2 on... Actually, 2 on Seatin and 3 on Whale Milker. But today, I'm going to do 5 more live in a little bit. We are going to be doing 3 on Seatin and 2 on Whale Milker of the epic rifts. So yeah, we got a lot of epic rifts to do today, man. Hopefully we can get some really good rewards. Hopefully we're going to be seeing a lot of 6-star shards. And that'd be a very, very good time. Was Sentry's Awakened ability stealth buffed? It now goes to 0%. Oh, has it been stealth buffed? I was not aware of that. JCumB. Can anybody else confirm this? If Sentry's Awakened ability has been stealth buffed? Because I haven't noticed anything myself, but I haven't looked or already played Sentry. Let me have a quick look on m.ai. I really hope it has, because that's the most unnecessary cash grabby Awakened ability almost in the entire game. So let's go science class. I don't know if this website actually has recently updated information, but signature ability. I think it actually goes down to I don't know actually. Yeah, I'm just trying to have a look at the chart here. So this is Is this the 6-star we're looking at? The 5-star? How does that one function? Goes down to 20%. I swear it was always 50%. It's a bit of an interesting one. Yeah, if somebody could let me know, man, I'd be curious to find out a little bit more about that. Yo, what's up, Pep? Dude, thank you very much for another $5 super chat. Dude, best of luck, and hopefully you enjoy Spider-Man tonight. I'm gonna go see it as well, so yeah, I'll let you know my thoughts, mate. Be sure to drop me a message after. But yeah, thank you very much, dude. Certainly do appreciate all the support today. You've been trucking across some mad super chats. Any tips for the collector? You just reached him. I would look up the free-to-play video of me fighting the collector. So just type in Seatin free-to-play collector, and you can just watch my free-to-play boss fight. It's really like bait out the heavy attacks, and yeah, you just gotta kind of like see the fight. It's very cash grabby to keep in mind, but just get in, deal as much damage as you can. You're probably only gonna have like anywhere between like 10 to 25 hits if you're very lucky before you die, and it's really just like revive up, go again. You know, deal as much damage as you can. Community boss rush, Ant-Man plus power shield plus caustic temper plus micro reflect plus safeguard. Oh my goodness, Hector, that's absolutely horrific there. He would be quite good. Hyperion would still get the job done, right? Yeah, we could just spam special 1, I assume. Work out fine, mate. Easy. Easy game, easy life. So many questions in this chat, I just go crazy. There's certainly a fair bit to try and keep up with, but it's all the fun. It's the fun of trying to live stream, Chris, and play the game. How much units would I spend at most on energy refills? Whatever it takes to get stuff done, really. I think energy refills are still one of the best ways that you can spend your units if you need to like lunge towards something to get it done. So yeah, if there's especially stuff on a limited time, like it's good to use units on energy refills. So like on my free-to-play account, I don't really hesitate to ever use units on energy refills. There we go, straight in the bin. First rank 5 champion, Venom, Captain America, Infinity War, or Domino. Leaning towards Venom slightly. I would 1,000,000% go Domino, William. Absolutely, there wouldn't even be like a any hesitation or debate. Domino is the best option if you have full Trinity. Trust me, dude. Like look up the 5-star rank 5 Domino gameplay on the channel, and you'll see why. You'll see why. Like if you got that full Trinity, mate, she's absolutely nuts. But I'd go in the order of like Domino, Cap, Infinity War, and then Venom. But at the end of the day, like if you really like playing a certain champion like Venom, you want to take him up first, you can go for it. Certainly nothing holding you back, but I would personally go for Domino first. Awaken Namor, a Mega Red, or SE. Who is SE? Is that Starknout Spider-Man, or am I thinking of a different character? Gosh, I never use abbreviations to reference champions in this game, so I'm always rubbish when people refer to champions in abbreviations. But between Namor and Omega, there's good arguments for both, and depends what mastery setup you like and what content you're trying to do. Like, Omega is a beast. I would say, I don't know who I think is the better champion out of Omega or Namor. I think it might be Omega. I think Omega is probably the overall best mutant champion, but I think Namor is very competitive when it comes to that spot as well. So yeah, it's tough. I don't know. I'm going to put that question to chat, guys. Who do you think is better out of Namor and Omega Red at, you know, Sig 200? Let's assume they're fully maxed out. Who'd you go for? And why? I want to know. Because this is definitely, now that, you know, Namor's just absolutely insane, I think it's a question that's going to come up a fair bit. But between Namor, Omega, Domino, you know, Archangel in certain matchups as well, I would say Archangel is a little bit behind because of his hindered, you know, requirement of being able to bleed and poison. But we'll see, man. I'm interested to see the perspective of chat on that one. Shout out from Sydney, Australia. When am I coming down to Australia? I'd love to at some point, man, but I'm just buying a house at the moment, so I don't really have the disposable funds or time for an Australia trip. I'd love to at some point in the future, but mad love, dude. I've heard Australia is a great place. Let's have a look. What's that? KT1, Omega. I've seen a lot of Omega in chat. A little bit of Namor as well. Even though I love Namor, I think I'd go for Omega, honestly. I do, you know, lean towards, personally as well, Omega a little bit more than Namor. But both are great, man. Like, both are just game-winning champions. But I think maybe the sustainability immunities that Omega does bring to the table is maybe a little bit more valuable for certain stuff. But I do think there are matchups where Namor is better than Omega for his insane amount of burst. But I think they're both great, man. They're both fantastic champions. But I think I would lean toward Omega, especially if you're running full Suicide Masteries. If you're not running Suicides, then maybe Namor. But if you're running Suicides, Omega's just like the king of Suicide Masteries, really. Got a 5-star Night Thrasher from the, what was it, the 3 Crystal? Dude, that's a really, really good result. Night Thrasher is insane when he's awakened. He's really, really fun to play as well. I love a lot of their Night Thrasher. So I think KT1 has some great Night Thrasher gameplay knocking about on YouTube. See, I opened my final Master Rift on my free-to-play account, and I got a 4-star Cosmic Gem, and then I had 2 4-star Crystals, and opened and firstly awakened my Gambit. I got Captain Marvel Movie. Dude, you just have won everything there, Boom Boy. Massive congratulations on that, dude. You awaken that Captain Marvel, put a few Sig levels in, you've got some crazy burst, which is going to get you through, like, a lot of content, dude. So yeah, massive congrats on that one. Yeah, I do agree with you there, Ash. And choosing between Omega and Namor is a good problem to have. It's a very good problem to have. How would Captain Marvel Movie Awakened work against the Collector? I'd imagine she'd work quite nicely, actually. Got a lot of damage, split across a lot of hits, but you kind of need the invulnerability toward the end of that fight. Like, it's not going to do too much toward the beginning. So, I don't know, like, we could maybe try at some point. Might be a fun little one to test out. Okay, we got over the 2 million milestone there, so that's pretty damn good. Paul as well, who's the best versus Kong as an Alliance War boss? I assume you mean Korg there. I think Omega Red is the best counter to Korg, to the best of my knowledge, as an AW boss. But I haven't watched too many like takedowns of Korg. I think Ghost works quite well against Korg, because you can intercept with like 4 light combos to get rid of the rock stacks, and then like nuke with the special too. So, yeah, just type in like Korg Alliance War Boss into YouTube and some really good gameplay videos hopefully should come up there. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to end today's live stream here. Thank you all so much for tuning in today. We're going to be back in like an hour and a bit for some dimensional rifts. So keep an eye out for that live stream. But again, thank you so much for watching. Take care, and I hope that you have an absolutely fantastic day.